In 1967, Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin sparked controversy when they allegedly filmed a wild beast known as Sasquatch to local Native American tribes. 5 decades later, cryptozoologists and amateur sleuths are still trying to prove the creature exists. Is there an unknown primate or humanoid stalking the world's forests? We search for answers to this and more on Twisted Histories. For hundreds of years, Native American tribes have handed down stories of hairy wild men roaming the forests of North America. Known primarily as Bigfoot, that name was actually conjured up following an incident in 1958 by a group of loggers in California who supposedly encountered its tracks. It has been known for centuries by many names according to indigenous people. At the eastern base of Mount St. Helens lies a gorge that is called Ape Canyon. The name derives from an encounter with something unknown in 1924. That year, prospectors looking for gold were terrified by what they claimed were several ape-like creatures that stood at least 7 feet tall. The miners were walking through the forest when they encountered 4 of the beasts walking not far from them. One of the miners was so startled that he took several shots at one, striking it and sending it plummeting off of a cliff. That night, at their cabin as the men slept, they were suddenly jolted awake by the sound of large rocks being hurled at the walls outside. They also reported that the creatures slammed against the walls and the doors in an effort to break in. Somehow these ape-like creatures tore a hole in the roof and knocked one of the miners unconscious. The men managed to hold the wild men off with rifles until the sun came up, at which point the attackers disappeared back into the forest. Although rangers with the U.S. Forest Service tried to dismiss the miners' claims, local Indian tribes were not surprised by the alleged events, as they had always known of the ape creatures. The tribes believe it comes out only at night and stays mostly to itself. In 1928, British Columbian native Mukalat Harry claimed to have been abducted by what are now known as Bigfoot. Harry was a trapper and spent a great deal of time camping in the outdoors. One night as he slept, Harry claimed he was awoken when a Bigfoot picked up his sleeping bag and began walking off with Harry still inside. The creature walked on for several miles and then stopped, unceremoniously dumping Harry to the ground. Immediately he was set upon by more than 20 of the beasts, who poked and prodded at him in curiosity. Harry claimed that he was surrounded by human skeletal remains and feared he was next on the menu. However, the creatures eventually walked away and Harry escaped. Nearly 30 years later, in 1967, another encounter would catapult the subject of these strange beasts into public interest that continues to this day. In October of that year, Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin set off on an expedition to find the elusive Bigfoot. Patterson was a former rodeo driver turned amateur author and filmmaker. In 1966, Patterson published a book called Do abominable snowmen of America really exist? The following year in October, Patterson and Gimlin set off on horseback in an attempt to find and film the elusive Bigfoot. The two spent a few days searching in the Six Rivers National Forest. As they came around a bend in Bluff Creek, Patterson's horse suddenly reared in fright, throwing Patterson off. What appeared to be a Bigfoot was lumbering away from the men, apparently wanting nothing to do with them. Patterson quickly recovered and grabbed his camera, shakily trying to film the creature as it hurried away. Gimlin remained seated on his horse with his rifle at the ready to cover Patterson should things go awry. Patterson proceeded to film the encounter, producing what to this day is the most controversial Bigfoot film ever recorded. The film has been digitally enhanced many times by amateur sleuths and scientists alike. This enhanced film attempts to bring out more detail and also attempts to stabilize the shaky footage. Over 52 years later, the Patterson-Gimlin film is continually debated, neither having been definitively proven nor debunked. In the state of Washington in 1971, campers reportedly recorded what most people believe to be a Sasquatch call. According to the television series In Search Of, it is the highest quality audio of the creature ever captured. The show also consulted primate experts, who determined it may actually have been from an unknown primate. That same year, a hospitality manager for Merced, California named Ron Moorhead was informed by a family friend that he and a hunting friend were on a trip in the Sierras and were harassed and terrified by unknown creatures who screamed and made terrifying sounds all evening, leaving 5-toed footprints all around. Ron enlisted the help of some hunting buddies, as well as a Sacramento journalist named Alan Berry, a family friend. Over the course of a year, Ron was able to record some 80 minutes of purported Bigfoot language. These recordings have been scrutinized by linguistics experts and others. It was found that some of the creatures possess a lung capacity and vocal range that far surpass that of humans. Also, no evidence of tampering or editing of the audio was found.
That's our job. We know where we look for tracks of life for sure. There's two of them across the creek at the big rocks. It's a hard act to follow.
It sounds like he talks to us and they talk to each other.
Yeah. Right there, just see movement right through there.
Over the years, the allure of Bigfoot has continually captivated believers. Endless reports of sightings have been recorded, and evidence is constantly being gathered. Castings of giant footprints, unknown hairs, and also tissue samples have been gathered over the last few decades. In the late 1990s, a man in the Kitsap Peninsula of Washington State placed 2 disturbing calls to 911 to report a mysterious intruder on his property. He clearly is disturbed by what he is seeing and demands help from the authorities. The following is the actual recording of both calls.
911, what are you reporting?
I got a strange going on out here. Something just killed my dog.
Something killed your dog?
My dog went flying through the air over the tree. I don't know how it did it.
Okay.
Damn it, I'm really confused. All I saw was my dog coming over the fence, and he was dead when she hit the ground. I didn't see any cars. All I saw was my dog coming over the fence.
911, what are you reporting?
We got someone or something crawling around out here.
Did you see what it was? Was it a person or an animal or?
I can't tell. All I know is that my central light came on, and I just happened to glimpse and see this thing running across the yard. A good-sized man or something. It looks like a man. I don't know what it was. Just that it ran across the yard.
Okay. You've had problems in the neighborhood before?
Yeah, my dog was killed here just recently. I don't know what it was. Whatever it is, it's running. I couldn't catch it if I was going to chase it. But whatever it was standing up. I'm out here looking through the window now, and I don't see anything. I don't want to go outside. Jesus Christ, you better...
Sure.
See ya!
Hello?
Get somebody out here.
What's going on now, sir?
That son of a bitch is about 6'9", I don't know.
Do you see him now, sir?
Yes, I'm looking right at him.
Uh-oh. Okay, hang on.
He's right...
Is he in your yard, sir?
looking at me.
Oh, and the guy is on foot.
I don't know what. It's a big, real big person. That's all I can say.
Okay, but it is a person.
Yeah, I'd say it was a person, somebody really big. But he's all in black.
Is he a black male or a white male? Did you actually see whether, or was he just wearing black?
He's all black and he's big. He is big.
In 1994, cryptozoologist Paul Freeman was in the mountains of Oregon when he recorded what is considered excellent footage of a supposed Bigfoot, second only to the Patterson film. This is a clip of that film, edited for time allotment.
Oh, there he goes. Jesus.
Freeman also produced high-quality plaster casts of footprints said to be made by Bigfoot. Experts spent a great deal of time looking over these casts and could find no evidence of forgery. Another Bigfoot researcher is a man named Todd Standing. Todd appeared on the popular television series Survivorman with Les Stroud. Some of Todd's footage of Bigfoot appeared on the show. Standing also produced a documentary called Finding Bigfoot. The following are excerpts from his footage.
Damn it. Yeah! Yeah! Shit. Ah, yeah! Yeah!
In August of 2016, YouTube user NVTV posted a video from 2013 which reportedly shows a mother Bigfoot carrying her baby across a field littered with boulders. If it is a forgery, it is well done. As of the date of this Twisted Histories episode, the video has not been officially debunked. It seems there may never be an answer to the Bigfoot enigma. Believers don't need proof. Skeptics can't get enough proof. For now, he will remain a mystery.